Yo, yo, what is going on? What is going on? I am currently in the building. Let's see here. And in case you're wondering that title, I got a little bit of a topic I want to discuss for a few minutes. Just want to see if anybody come and join. I probably should have scheduled this one to give everybody a heads up. All right, let me cut this down. See, be a little patient here. See if we get somebody to come in and stream, so we can get a little chatty going on. All right, let's see. Oops. Oh yeah, might as well do it. Yeah, I wanted to do this live stream because, well, let me see if the audio is working good. Hold on. Barely working. Maybe I gotta bring the phone a little closer. Uh, Maybe that works better. Barely. All right. Well, I want to make sure I get a few people in here because I want to talk about something that's been on my mind, and I think it's kind of. I mean, it's been going on for a hot minute, but it's starting to get really annoying. I mean, what I may do though, instead of doing a live stream, in case anyone doesn't show up, I'm gonna leave this video up here. I may just actually make a video talking about this because it's an interesting topic. Uh, Excuse me. Man, just woke up not too long ago. Yeah. So whoever's in here, that one person, say what's up. Don't be shy. Or you can just leave. That's an option too. But yeah, I got a topic here. Topic is going to be refurbished new phones, and yeah, I'm going to expand on that because that's starting to get really annoying, and it's something that's been going on for quite a while, but it's happening all over the table now. Hey, what up? Now, see, I want to call you Naruto, but I'm trying to see if I should call you Naruto. What's going on, man? Or girl, I'm not sure. But yeah, refurbished new phones, yo. I'm starting to see that a lot with a lot of OEMs. Like, I'm starting to see it more and more, and it's from the bottom of the barrel, which is basically like super cheap budget phones, to flagships. And when I say refurbished new phones, what I mean is they would take the same body from the year previous and put new internals in it and give you the same exact phone and call it the next great thing. That's unacceptable to me, man. It's getting to the point where it's unacceptable because you're still charging excessive amount of like a lot of money for these new phones, quote unquote, and there's not really much new about it. Like when I seen the apparent leaks, I don't call them leaks, I call them recent pictures of the Galaxy Note 8. When I see leaks of the Galaxy Note 9 and it looks exactly like the Galaxy Note 8, what can you really get excited about? In my opinion, you can't really get excited about nothing because the only thing that's going to be different maybe is that from what they said in the articles I read, you get a bigger battery. Uh, I, that's pretty much it, if you ask me. And that's something that should have been present in the Galaxy Note for a long time now. But to have the same exact body, and then you guys are still going to charge upwards of $1,000. Uh, you know it's cheaper for them to make the phone this time around as opposed to the year before, because they're probably using the same exact materials, the same exact internal components, where things go a little bit down in price, and so you can produce the phone at a cheaper price. But they're still going to probably charge upwards of $1,000. And specifically, I'm talking about Samsung, obviously. I'm pretty upset about the new J3 for 2018. I'm upset about the J7 for 2018. Um, I'm low key upset about the S9 and S9 Plus, and also I'm going to be upset about the Galaxy Note 9. Now, granted, I don't have any of these phones, and I don't plan on getting the S9 or S9 Plus. I don't plan on getting the Note 9, but I feel bad for people who are huge fans. I got an echo going on back here, y'all. I'm sorry. I had this playing. I feel bad for the huge fans of Samsung who have, who feel like they have to go get these phones every single year when they come out, when you're not really upgraded to anything except for a faster processing chip. And to be honest with you, what's the major difference between a flagship chip from last year and the flagship chip from this year? And the only reason I say that is because those chips are still capable a year later. Because I think chips can last however long you preserve your phone. So if you got a phone that's, with a flagship chip in it, let's say the 835 or whatever, it's still a pretty good chip that can last you a whole nother year if you take care of your phone. So what is the offer? What are they putting on the table this year around that they didn't have last year? Giving you a little bit bigger battery. That's cool and all, but what I need you to justify me spending another $1,000, and I have not seen that from any OEM this year. Um, no, don't get me wrong. I'm a Motorola fan, and I try not to talk too much crap about them because I'm the Moto guy. But I don't see myself going out to get the G6. The one that's 250 with what? I think it has 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage. I'm not going to buy that phone when, like, for the last few years or so, you guys have been coming out with the G6 or the G6, the G phones, and you have the option to get the G Plus. This year, we don't have that option in the US. And plus, the chip that's in the G Plus is the updated version of the G5 Plus that I have right now. So I'm not going to go get the G6 that has the Snapdragon 450 when I have a 625 in my G5 Plus. It doesn't make sense for me to do that. Granted, it does have 8.0 Oreo. It has a dual camera in the back, which is whatever. It's upgraded in some things there. Has the 18:9 aspect ratio. So basically, what I'm saying is, overall, I can't really talk too much crap about them. I don't, I'm trying not to curse here. I can't really talk too much crap about them only because they at least give you some updated features on the phone. With Samsung, as far as whatever the category the phone is in, they barely updated anything. The only thing you probably do get is 8.0 Oreo in the phones and a little bit faster of a chip. Now, I don't know if you guys seen it, but the refine is it called the refine? I think the J7 refine of Boost Mobile. I can't justify it, man. And at the same time, uh, I made a complaint about this a long time ago. Oh yeah, I said what's up to you, man. How's this morning treating you, man? It's like 11 o'clock right now where I'm at. But I can't. I don't understand how Samsung can release a phone that is the same exact version from last year and still charge the same exact price as if the phone is as good as it was last year. And the only reason I'm saying that is because there is no, from what I've seen, there's no. It doesn't look like there's any type of updated features in the phone. You get a later software version, which is nice, but the J7 from last year can easily got Oreo. The J7 from the year before that, if you ask me, can get Oreo, but obviously they're not going to do that. But what's the major difference? Why is this phone still $230 when I don't see any type of updated features? When you got phones like the G6 Play that has updated features, well, I can't really say features, but um, it looks more modern in today's time. And Motorola was able to put that phone now at a cheaper price. Now, granted, they gave you the same exact CPU, get 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, but the phone itself at least looks a bit different. Yeah, the G6 Play has a couple features that weren't always in the cheaper budget phones from them. So, for example, last year the E4 and the E5. Um, I don't know if the G5 was there a G5 Play last year. I don't know if it came to America. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the G6 Play this year, which is the phone that costs 129 bucks on Boost Mobile. I got it for 80 bucks on sale at Walmart. I believe it's coming out on not Cricket, and I think it's called the score. I don't know. It's called something, but it has a silver back. It's a different color, but it has the chop action and it has a twist action for you to activate the camera and the flashlight. So those type of things right there shows that they pay a little bit of attention to detail and they try to give you something different and give you a reason to actually thinking about spending the money on a newer phone. You get the 1899 aspect ratio display. Now don't get me wrong, that display, it's not like a one of those things where you say you have to upgrade to this phone for this reason, but it gives you a reason to do it. With Samsung, they just pretty much you know wrapped the same phone in a different body and said, "Here you go, 230." Nah, I'm not spending 230 on a phone that's locked to a carrier, and the features that are in it are not even that much better than the phone from last year. Let's be honest. What you get? I think you get an updated camera. I think the camera in the back is 13 megapixels, so you get an updated camera. So I guess the camera's a little bit better than last year, but they didn't even attempt to actually, you know, make improvements in my opinion for where you would want to actually go out there and buy it. I honestly waited. I wanted to see what the 2018 versions would look like, but I can't say that it was all that. It was pretty underwhelming. It was very underwhelming. And I don't see myself spending 230 on a phone that's locked to one carrier and the phone that came out last year is almost as good as the one that's out currently, and it's a little bit cheaper in price. So it doesn't make sense. So Samsung and you other OEMs who are releasing these refurbished phones that are new, just stop it, man. You have to stop it. It's it's becoming pathetic. But I'm just one guy, and I feel the way I feel. Other people feel differently, so that's just me. So I know Aloha, Aloha Android, Tito. I know he was saying the same thing as me about how to refine. You can't really justify spending 230 for the phone, like 230 for a phone, and there's no updated features in it. Like not even features that you would need for the phone to be that much better, but just features that would entice you to buy the phone. It seemed like they didn't even try. They didn't even try, man. They didn't even try to just do something out for this year and said 230. So let me just stop bashing them. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. But shout out to Motorola, because I'm the Motorola guy here, and they recently released the phone that's going to be on Cricket. I gotta get that name really quickly, y'all. So give me a second. But if you're watching this playback here, leave a comment. Do you feel the same way as me as far as these OEMs releasing refurbished new phones? Because that's been going on for quite some time, but it's official now, man. Like you're releasing refurbished new phones in every single category that you have. In my opinion, from budget to mid-range to flagship, refurbished phones, the same exact body with a slight upgrade to internals, and you want to charge arm and a leg again. So yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick, y'all. I think it's called the Surge or something. Oh no, not the Surge. It's called the Forge. So yeah, Cricket Wireless released their G6. It's called the Forge. Now on Best Buy here, it says that this phone has a full HD plus touchscreen. So I'm gonna check that out because I would love to use the G6 on the G6 Play here on Cricket, and I'm trying to see if it really does have that full HD. I'm not sure if it's a typo or not, but it's kind of cool that it does have that there. Um, yeah, I'm looking at oh, the same thing for Cricket. They got the Galaxy Soul 3, which is basically the new J3 for 2018. Uh, there's not really too much of an upgrade in the internal specs of the phone here. There's not an upgrade at all. You just have Android 8.0. And I'm getting really annoyed with this here is because it's getting to the point where it's evident like what they're doing. Like it's absolutely obvious. They're taking phones from last year, updating the software in them, giving them a different shell, and sending them out for people so that they actually want the phone and buy them. It's BS in my opinion, man. Super BS. But what can you do? One thing you can do is not buy the phone. But one person not buying the phone versus the ratio being what? If I don't buy it, probably 100 people are gonna buy it. Who gives a F what I gotta say? You know? So yeah. So the Soul 3 coming out on Cricket Wireless. That's the new J7 for 2018. Oh, J3 for 2018. Hold on, I gotta clear my cart because sometimes when you're on the Best Buy app, they get you slipping and you end up hitting something by mistake. But let me go ahead and look at the J7. I'm gonna actually look at the J7 Refine now, and I'm looking at this on Best Buy's app. Let me show you guys. I'm using I'm shooting this live stream with the Moto G6 Play, and I'm using the E4 Plus to look at all this here. So let me go ahead and look at the specs really quickly, just to go over them really quick. So the J6, the J7 2018 here, it has an octa-core chip and it's clocked at 1.6 gigahertz with 2 gigs of RAM. So I believe the chip from last year on the J7 2017, I want to say it was a quad core clocked at 2.2, but I might be wrong. It might be the octa-core clocked at 1.6 because depending on what model it was, it had a different chip in it. So it has 8.0, which is, whatever, cool things. You get a 5.5-inch HD display. I'm not sure if it's Super AMOLED. They're saying here you get improved cameras. So yes, you get the 13 megapixel camera in the front. I mean, yeah, you get the 13 megapixel camera in the front and the back. So yes, I give them that. The cameras are improved, okay? But could they at least attempted to, shrink the bezels on the phone? Now, listen, because I don't want to sound like one of those guys who get upset because the bezels are big on the phone. But if you see OEMs like Motorola are able to do that and provide the phone at a cheaper price, it just shows you like, I mean, hey, could you guys? Because I'm pretty sure Samsung has access to technology that a lot of OEMs have access to as well. Being that they're Samsung, they probably have the best technology. I mean, they're coming out with a phone that's foldable pretty soon. I mean, think about that. So they could have easily done that. Uh, I, and on top of that, for the phone to still be $230, I just can't get over that 230. I just can't get over that. That's the main gripe. It's been for the past 2 years. Oh, you agree? Thank you. For the past 2 years, I've seen this, and I'm trying to be a cool person about it, but it's evident, man. Like they just take the phones, say boom, give them this, give them that, 230. I'm not giving you 230 and first of all, you want 230 and it's locked. Now, no wrong buying locked phones because I buy locked phones all the time. But you want 230 and you're not even like trying to update the features that are in the phone. Like I'm pretty sure the cameras are good. I don't doubt that at all. Cameras are one thing. But man, the J7 from last year, a few updates, that phone could have still been a beast, man. Is there even a thing? Okay, listen. These features don't mean anything, but you got to be honest with yourself. Motorola put a fingerprint scan. I, I can't stress this enough, man. I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. I'm gonna sound like a little bratty little girl, man. Is I feel the J7 Fine has a price tag no more than 169. Exactly. That if see around that price there at a starting price, I have no arguments. I'm not complaining about anything. It's just when you approach that level of the $250 range, you start to look for a few extra things. And it's not because you need them or want them. It's because you're spending the extra money. Why can't those things be put in the phone? Or at least, something can be put in the phone. The camera's updated, cool. I don't think the screen is super AMOLED anymore. Remember, Tito, the J7 for it was a 2016 or 2015. That super AMOLED screen on that phone was beautiful. Yeah, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it. And it's still the same price from last year. But that J7 2015, 2016, that screen on that phone, the Super AMOLED 720p, I felt like it was better than a lot of my phones that had 1080p screens. The screen was so pretty on that phone. I kind of miss it. I wish I would have kept it. But yeah, man. I think the topic of the day is refurbished new phones. No, refurbished old phones. Yes, it was beautiful, man. I'm like, yo, y'all trying now? Like that phone, in my opinion, because it had the flash in the front, the cameras were really good. I used to use that phone to record videos all the time. The cameras were crisp on that phone. The screen was pretty. You had 16 gigs of internal storage, 2 gigs of RAM. Man, it had a decent battery life. Like it could hold a charge really good. It seems like from that point they've been going down. It's been like a little slope. Is that the right word? Like a slope. It's just been going down. It's like going all the way down to the bottom, like the bottom of the barrel, but it's been in a decline. What they've been doing to the phone. So this year they went up a little bit because the camera quality was dope. Oh, hold on, it says upgraded to 7.1.1 shows how good it is. Yeah, and then when I seen the update to 7.1.1, it kind of made me wish I still had the phone. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying to find like a someone who's been selling it online. I ain't been I ain't been lucky. I ain't been that lucky. But I can't really attack Samsung too much because other OEMs have done it as well. We're gonna talk about OnePlus for a second. Now, OnePlus it's evident in what they've been doing. They've been releasing colors on the phone periodically to increase the sales on the device. But I gotta be honest with you. Some of them colors, man, they are nice. They are nice looking. You can't front on that. They do look good. Like, they do look good. But the only thing about OnePlus is that when you buy a phone from OnePlus, and you spend all that money, which is, it's not a lot compared to what other flagships cost. Because 570 or 600 bucks, plus taxes, whatever, is a lot better than over 1,000 plus taxes. So don't get me wrong with that. But they're gonna probably have the 6T in about a few months. Let's be honest. They're gonna probably have the 16 in a few months, and I couldn't imagine. Oh yeah. I'm not taking that from them. They are the flagship killer because they can provide an excellent phone for a very cheap price. Now, you heard about that? Wait, what phone was it? It was an article I was reading. I think it was Asus. Was it Asus? But I think it was Asus. They were able to put out a phone that had the 845, and it was at a price of 485 bucks, I think. So it was a little less than the OnePlus 6, but I don't think it's available in the U.S. Hello from Spain. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? But yeah, Tito, man, I agree, man. That OnePlus, it is a flagship killer, but those colors, man, they do look nice. If I had like a little bit of cash to spare, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would do it. I want to see what that red looks like in person. I want to see what that that silk white looks like in person. Plus, at the same time, you're going to be getting pretty frequent updates. So it's not like you're getting the phone. Well, supposedly you're gonna get frequent updates. So, oh, what's up, Paul? How you doing, man? But oh yeah, Paul. Just to let you know, we talking about refurbished new phones. How these OEMs are taking phone bodies from years previous and just putting updated internals, if that, if they're even doing that, and putting them out to the public at the same price that they were before, when they can't really justify it. So yeah. So I really do feel bad for people who love flagships and that's all they go for, because when you're spending like thousands now and then, that's a different story when you're spending thousands. When you're spending thousands, upwards of thousands of dollars, right? Let's say you go from 850 to 900 to 1,000. What are you really buying, man? When you see like, okay, I gotta go back to the Note 9. The Note 9 looks like the Galaxy Note 8, exactly the same body from last year. Probably has a bigger battery, like they said in the article, and they're probably gonna still want $1,000. It's not my money, so obviously you can do what you want with your money. But man, is the 845 worth that much? Man. I can understand if you sell your Note 8. If you sell your Note 8, you get about a good amount of money for that, and then you spend you come up with the rest to actually. Oh, you can't hear me? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kia. I apologize. Yay. Got some people in here. So Kia, Paul, Tito. I want to say Naruto, but I don't. I know I'm not talking to Naruto, man. Come on. And ooh, I'm not sure what that name there. You said you're new. Well, since you're new, I'm Max Rock. That's Tito. That's Paul. It's Kia. We got Naruto in here as well. You can state your name so I can say what's up to you. But we letting out a little frustration here today. We are letting out a little frustration. You can see I haven't cut anything. I mean, I barely have a beard or anything, but I haven't been shaving or nothing for a while. And only thing I've been thinking about lately is these new phones that are coming out. Like, man, I gotta. I'm being very careful what I spend money on now. I got that blue phone because I wanted to give blue a chance. And like I said in the first impressions, you know what? Let's just change the topic now. Let's talk about that blue phone. What I said in my first impression videos is exactly how I felt. I knew going into this phone, like into this purchase, that it was a chance that it was going to be lagging, obviously. And you know what's crazy? The guy at the store that sold me, not sold me the phone, but the guy at Best Buy who told me, he literally told me, he's like, man, blue phones are laggy. I looked at him then his eye, I said, I know. But I still wanted to give it a try because it had, I want to say the same exact features as the G6 Play, but it had the 18 by 9, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs internal storage. You had the 4,000 milliamp hour battery. You get 13 megapixels on the cameras on the front and the back with LED flash. Um, yeah, the privacy issues, and yeah, that's true. That is true. I can't really argue that. Yeah, that's a fact, man. See, certain things you can't argue, man. You just gotta like take it. Like you're right. That's true. The privacy issues that's a fact, man. But I'll say this here: everything that phone offered, I couldn't really say no to it because of the price. Um, because phones that are at that price doesn't really phones that are at that price doesn't really have those features. It says here as a reviewer, I just can't pick up phones like I used to because of the price of phones. Can be frustrating not being able to cover certain phones. Yeah, Paul, that's a fact, man. That's true. Uh, I would love to go out here and spend X amount of dollars on a cell phone, but it has to be worth it to the point where I can get my money's worth out of it. Like when I spent the most I spent on a smartphone not last year, I would say this year, has been, was it last year or was it December? Let me get it straight, y'all. I think it was December. Yeah, the most I spent on the phone in the last 6, 7 months has been $300, and that was on a G5 Plus because everything that phone has to offer, as far as it has having 4 gigs of RAM, I have 64 gigs of internal storage. I get a decent screen, which is 1080p. I get a 12 megapixel camera in the back that can shoot 4K if I wanted to. It can shoot 1080 60 frames per second. I can add an SD card in there to increase my internal storage. Got a fingerprint scanner, all that kind of stuff. And I was kind of hopeful that it would get updated to Oreo eventually. It would get updated to Oreo eventually, but it doesn't happen yet. It hasn't happened. And I don't see myself spending more on the phone than that price until I see something that's worth it. Like I got to be able to get my value out of the phone because obviously I do YouTube here, so the phone's camera has to be at least decent for me to use for every single video that I record, and I got to be able to use it as a daily driver, basic things like that. The processor on the phone was good as well, so I could justify spending that money on that phone. So I'm too addicted to phones. I can't buy phones to review and return them afterwards. I always end up keeping the phones. Yeah. See, now listen, Tito. Check this out. I would love to actually keep every single phone that I buy, but the only problem is if I really don't like it, I'm not. You're not getting my money, man. Like if like for example, right? And this is my opinion here because I had this phone. I forget what it was called exactly, but I think it was called the Alcatel something. Alcatel. Ooh. Um, the Pop 4S or something like that. My major problem with that phone, right, was the cameras, man, and I couldn't, man. I just couldn't do it. I had to take that phone back immediately. The camera on that phone was like so bad. I was like, man, how can I even? Because it had a flash in front and everything. I couldn't record videos properly with it. I couldn't get take decent pictures with it. I had a rough time with that phone. But I have a lot of phones upstairs in my room right now, and it's only increasing by the day. I was thinking about selling some of my phones only because I want to bring in the newer versions of them, but I figured that can create some more content if I just keep the ones I have from last year. E4, E4, E5 play. I could put the G6 up against the G5 from last year, so it could bring some more content to the channel. So I thought, why not just keep them? And I went out the box and got that blue phone. Now that blue phone, man, let's get back to that. The best thing about that phone is the screen. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I was trying to be nice in that video. The first impressions, the cameras are terrible. Like they're terrible. Like not good at all. You cannot use those phones. Like the rear camera is not as bad. But oh, what up, chef? How you doing, man? Caught you on lunch. Caught me on my lunch break or on your lunch break, excuse me. So, yeah, man, we in here talking about refurbished phones from OEMs. You know, they take the phone from last year or the year before and just put new internals in it and say, here, $1,000. Here, 250, 230. Take it. Specifically Samsung, but I'm not gonna bash them because a lot of OEMs do it as well. I'm waiting to see what LG do with the Stylo 4 if it comes to boost because as you know, the Plus model has always been on one carrier. It was on Metro, and this year it was on. It's actually the better version is on Cricket this year. So I'm wondering if is it possible Sprint may get a. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. But hold on, I'm gonna read some of these chats here. It says I wouldn't buy a refurbished phone, a refurbished new phone. I would buy a refurbished old phone if I want to buy a new phone. I want it to be brand new. Oh yeah. Oh no. What I'm saying when I in that title key is basically the phones are they're constructed, they're brand new phones, but the new phone itself looks exactly like the phone from last year. So basically, I would say I'm being an asshole when I say refurbished new phones because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the phone from last year, but it's obviously new and it has the new internals. I'm just being an asshole. That's all. I'm trying not to curse, but that was the best way to put it. Yo, what's up, Henry? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna say the chat, like I'm on Twitch or something. It says here, I think I had the phone. Yes, the low light was bad on the phone, but I dig the pictures in it. I dig the pictures in the picture feature it had with the selfie cam like the Galaxy S4. Oh yeah. It has some nice features in that phone. The battery itself, it does last a very long time. Like I got almost 9 hours of on screen, no 10 hours on screen time with that phone, which is crazy. So the battery does last a pretty long time. Charging can take a little bit long. I mean, I can be positive about the phone. The screen itself is beautiful. I can't front. I like the screen. I use it for. I watch Netflix on it. I don't know if you guys watch Luke Cage, but I'm on my final episode for Luke Cage, and I'm thinking about doing a video for that because Bushmaster, Bushmaster is the dude. Wait, was that Wakanda? All right, let me stop. No, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna do that again. But I got some positive things to say about the phone. It has adaptable storage. You can put an SD card in there, so you can put some extra storage in the phone. Um, let's see, what else can I say? Um, it does have 7.1.1, which is, you know, for Blue as a company, we know their history. They don't really update phones, so you can appreciate the fact that it has 7.1.1. Um, the only the one of the other downfalls about the phone is that it has a MediaTek processor in it, and it's only a quad core. I kind of wish they wouldn't have went with a higher clock speed of a quad core, only because I think the phone would have been that much better. I went as far as trying to turn off the animation in the phone, but it's still a little laggy for me. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Samsung is so notorious for doing that, especially with their J series phones. Yeah, man. Yo, chef, 100% fact, man. Are you in here dropping facts again, man? You stay dropping the facts, bro. So many rumors of the Stylo 4 coming to Boost. I'm just waiting for it to happen if it happens. Yeah, man. That's all you can really do because I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed because I really do want the Stylo 4, but I don't want to go back to Metro. Um, I think I'm gonna stop going back to Metro because every time I go back to Metro, I feel as though they improved and things got better, and then boom, I needed when I needed the most, you know, it fails on me, and turns out that Boost has been the one actually improving. So, and the download speeds, and we all know this here, the download speeds has always been better than the upload speeds, but man, that's the only thing about Boost, that the upload speeds are just really bad. Stylo 4 is a great phone, just too many people complaining and expecting it to phone like a flagship. Yeah, yeah, I can see that as well. I know some people, some some reviewers, they have their own opinions about it, like saying how the cameras themselves aren't that good, things like that. But you got to factor in that it's not like a top of the line phone. They're not gonna put the best features in the phone. So yeah, I agree with that, Paul. Hold on. Hey, my girlfriend just came downstairs. I had to go. Shh. She probably still gonna talk anyway, but it's all good. Paul, yeah, you got the Stylo 4 for $30. See, I mean, if you get the phone for $30, man, like that, by all means, man, you better go out there and do it. But Metro in my area, man, it's been real sketchy, man. It's been real sketchy. It's like really good here, and then you go like 20 minutes this way, it's like sketchy, bro. It's like spotty, super spotty. But I'm pretty sure in certain areas it's gonna work really well. It says, yeah, most people forget the Stylo series is a mid-range budget option for those who want something like a Galaxy Note but can't afford $900. Facts. $900, man. That's man. I gotta be really balling if I'm spending $900 on a phone, man. I'm talking like any way you try to buy it, you still spending $900. Yes, $30, man. Yeah, for 30, if you spend $30 on a Stylo, you can't get mad because $30. Some phones you buy for $30 are unusable. And I gotta be real with you. 1 gig of RAM and 8 gigs of internal storage, that has to stop. Nowadays, that just has to stop. Hey, babe, you want to stay down here, or you want to go upstairs? Okay. Well, I'll see you in a little bit. You want something to drink? Oh. Oh, you got your ginger ale in the fridge? Oh. You already drunk it, huh? Oh. Never mind. Okay. All right, babe. Love you. Let's see you. $30. Good deal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. $30. You can't get mad at that, man. You cannot get mad at it. But I really want the phone. I do. But I just Metro, man. because I'm gonna try to get it unlocked early as possible. They changed the policy on us and everything. You used to have to wait 90 days. I was on 80. Like, I get it, because that's all we used to do. Pop trigger here. Anyone here have experience with the Unreal Mobile? I just passed my 1 GB OT cap yesterday. Throttle down to 0.3 MB now. Whoa, 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 whoa. You get a cap of 1 GB and they throw it down to, oh, only 10 months a month though. Okay. Oh, $10 a month? Yeah, well, I mean, you get unlimited talk and text, right? Pop trigger, you get unlimited talk and text because I mean, I need more than 1 gig though, because I could probably use that in like a couple of days though. It's just there. Yeah, unlimited everything. Okay, so you get the option. Is there options for you to like add gigabytes at at a discount, or are there different plan options where you can spend $30 and get 3 or 4 gigs? Whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on with this phone here? Hold on, yeah, my E4 Plus just started tripping. Give me a second. Gotta make sure my phone is good. I'm a terrible singer. Tito H says, I wish Project Fi got more phone options. They did get the LG G7 ThinQ and the Moto G6. Project Fi works great, and I can force switch between Sprint and T-Mobile. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I might actually give Project Fi a try because I mean, a lot of you guys give it a lot of praise, and I'm curious, and I love trying new things as far as like carriers and you know. And I'm thinking about also Tito. I'm thinking about also going all Google here, man. I'm thinking about getting a Chromebook and just rocking it out like that, man. I'm really thinking about doing it because why not? My only problem was editing software that I can use because I don't really use anything that's too complicated. I got a couple programs on there from what's the company? Magic's. I think it's a Final Cut. I think it's called a Studio or something like that. I paid like $50 for it, and I'm considering just going all Android or not Android, all Google because I realize you can use Power Director on your Chromebook, and so that is a pretty decent editing software. So basically, yeah, I can use that. So I'm thinking about it, man. Let me see here. Yeah, let me do everything. It says yeah, 2 GB LT for $15 and 5 gigs for 30. Wow. So you get 5 GB LT for $30 and you get unlimited talk and text. That's pretty good, man. Have you guys heard about the invisible? I think it's called invisible carrier or wait, I posted an article on that on my Facebook page. Hold on. Oh yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I got a Facebook page where I pretty much read articles and I post the ones I find interesting. And you know, you can follow that page if you want to. So give me a second here. I'm gonna go to that article. It was called Invisible something. I thought the name was cool. Or not invisible, excuse me. It's called Visible. And so it's a new prepaid service called Visible, and it's on up and coming, and it runs on the Verizon network. And I hear they got plans that are at $40, and it's unlimited everything. So that seems pretty cool, y'all. That seems really cool. So yeah, at the same time, I get it for those that pay $250 and up for a phone, and you're not happy with the areas to voice the concern. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because if you're spending that much money on the phone, you, yes, I'm sorry, but some things need to be put in that phone, man. If you're going to be spending that kind of money, some things are not necessarily a necessity, but it could be put in the phone, and it could be justified that okay, I see why you charge this much now. Okay, so for example, right, if I spend $350 on the phone, right, I want a fingerprint scanner. I want that on there. I want a camera that can shoot in 4K and 1080p 60 frames. Yeah, Magic Vegas. I think it's called Magic Vegas. Yeah, yeah. I got that on my computer right now, and I use it sometimes, but it's not the most. My computer is pretty. It's not powerful at all, man. My laptop is not powerful. Um, my sister has a PC that I can use, but I'm thinking about just going full Google, man. Because Power Director, I got it on my phone right now. I got the subscription plan, you can do some cuts and edits on that thing, man. You put some music in the background and everything. So, hey, man, it might be worth it. Oh man, what was I talking about for a second? Oh man. Oh yeah. When you're spending $300, $350 on a phone, certain things, it's not that you want them and expect them, but you be like, okay, I get it. So NFC for one, it's like some people NFC is a major factor. Like it's major. If I'm spending that kind of money on the phone, I need NFC. Oh yeah, the J7 from 2015 had NFC. I think it had NFC. What the man? Samsung disappointment. But you want NFC. You want I guess you can say you want a 18:9 aspect ratio nowadays. You want USB Type C for the charging. You would like quick charge as well. You want at least a 600 series processor. Um, I don't. I'm not gonna say dual cameras because I don't think dual cameras are like a necessity. I don't, they're just one of those things that you probably wanted. Some people say if you're gonna do dual cameras, it should be one like telephoto lens, not telephoto lens, but one regular camera lens, right? And the other one should be a wide angle, which I agree because the portrait, the telephoto lens is cool, but it's not really that big of a deal. Like the Google Pixel phones, um, I mean, they show you that you can do it with one camera, so you know, why not just put a wide angle lens in there? Let's see, Magic Vegas. Yeah, I got Magic Vegas on here. The exact name of it, it isn't Magic Vegas, but it's from that studio though. I use Power Director, works great, man. Seriously good editing on the Chromebook. Yeah, yeah, and that's why I'm thinking about just doing it, man, because I would love to be Googled out everything. Because people are super Apple heads; they want to be Apple everything. I would say people want to be Microsoft everything, but I mean, we don't have to go there. You know what I'm saying? you know. Oh yeah, Verizon MVVO, heard of it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Visible, man. I'm curious about that one because I heard it's right now it's exclusive to I can't remember the article word for word, but it's like an exclusive club right now. But if I get access to it, trust me, a video is coming immediately about it. Because if I'm paying $40 a month, I'm getting unlimited. You know how it is, unlimited data, quote unquote unlimited. But then after you use this amount of data, deprioritize whatever. I'm going to do a video on that immediately. Yeah, Power Director is great. Yeah, man, I decided to go ahead and get the subscription for it, and yeah, I'm about to knock it out. It says here, is the storage space on Chromebooks enough for you to use video editing? It just really depends. Like, I'm pretty sure the Chromebooks have an option where you can put the files in the cloud in your Google Drive. Like, I currently have like I got the what is it, the 999 subscription for Google Drive. I think I got about, I think it's a terabyte. Is it terabyte 999? Man, I don't even know what I'm paying for. It's kind of sad. Hold on, let me go to my phone here. It will tell me. Hold on one second, y'all. Shout out to Google showing you all your subscriptions and everything. It's pretty important. You got to know at least what you're spending some money on. So skip to my do. Yeah, so I got the 99 plan and I get 2 gigabytes of 2 terabytes of cloud storage. So I think you can actually just put a lot of your files on the cloud. So as far as like video files and everything, you can put that all on the cloud. So the files that you will use to everyday programs on your laptop or your Chromebook, I should say. I think certain like gigabytes, like 64, is gonna be plenty. It's gonna be plenty because a lot of that stuff can be put in the cloud. If I'm not mistaken, let me know, Tito, if I'm wrong about that. It says with Chromebook, yes, I got a good amount of storage to render 4K videos. See, yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not gonna necessarily use 4K because some people, they some YouTubers, they can actually put everything that they do in 4K, but I don't know. I'll probably just be a 1080p guy because we'll see how that goes because those files are huge, man. I mean, huge. 1080p 60 frames is already huge, but 4K is even huger, man. And then you got cases where it's 4K 60 FPS, man. Like, man, trying not to curse, but man, it says so you want your money's worth. You want a modern looking phone with the bells and whistles. Yeah, I don't see. And the thing about it is, it's not that they can't do it. That's the only problem really. It's not that they can't do it. They can absolutely do it. And if it just so happens that the J7 2018 has to go up a little bit in price, like 250, but then again, you're getting USB C, you're getting a 3500 milliamp hour battery, you're getting LED flashes in the front and the back, you're getting the 1899 display, you're getting the headphone jack, you're getting the biometric reader, fingerprint scanner, all that. You're getting I don't want to say dual cameras because that's whatever. You're getting NFC. You know, not that I need this here for wireless charging or whatever. Those things I think can help you justify spending that much money on it. But when you're spending that kind of money and there's uh, no type of update anywhere, and if there is an update, it's in like the cameras, which is cool. I'm not gonna say the camera being upgraded isn't a big deal, but it can be a big deal for some. Like for me, if the camera is that much improved, then yeah, I'm happy about it. But things like that, I think it can help you justify it. But when you get into flagship territory, there is no excuse, none at all, none at all. Because if you're charging $1,000 for a phone, it should have everything. Like remember the V30? I said I think I had made a video. I said the LG V30. They was in the boardroom like, yo, we're gonna put everything in this phone. Everything is going in this phone. We want everything. Glass build, everything is going in this phone. And it's kind of messed up because it kind of still didn't work for them. I don't know what. Yo, let me ask y'all a question. What is LG doing wrong as far as their flagships, man? Like, where are they going wrong? Because their phones are absolutely capable. They are, but where are they going wrong? Are they not spending as much money as Samsung and Apple in advertising and promotion? Where are they going wrong, man? It says, yeah, you just find someone who has OT and have them send you an invite to join. Oh, you gotta, okay, you gotta be, oh yeah, it is invite. It is invite. Google Drive will soon be replaced by Google One. Oh yeah, pretty soon it's gonna be replaced. But yeah, I got that subscription, man. I had to get I had to get the 2 terabytes, man. I got so many freaking files on my computer. So many of them, yo. 4K takes too long to render. LOL. 5-minute video takes 3 hours to render. God, see, man, that's the thing, yo. 4K I gotta say no to that one, bro. If I do 4K, it's being recorded on the phone and uploaded directly to YouTube. There's no editing going on with that. I'm sorry. It's just uh, by the time my computer over here right now gets done editing that, it'll probably be like the space bar and the W key would probably be melted. That's a joke, but that thing gonna be on fire. It's gonna be on fire, y'all. So Paul here says, hopefully Samsung brings the AMOLED displays back in budget devices. I think they should. If they brought back the AMOLED display, see, if they had the AMOLED display in the phone and it didn't have the 18x9, I wouldn't care because the Super AMOLED display, I'm sorry, man, but it really is that good. It looks pretty. Like it's a very pretty screen. In my opinion, it looks better than some 1080p screens that I had like in my past phone. Like some screens that were 1080p. I think I had the Z Max Pro. I think that phone had a 1080p screen, but the J7 looked way better. Like it looked way better than 720p. I think it's just because of the vibrancy of the screen. And then it had the outdoor. Then it had the outdoor feature where you can brighten the screen. Man, that phone was fire, y'all. It was fire, bro. It was well worth the money. It was well worth it. Matter of fact, it should have been more. That's how good it was. It should have been more. Let's see here. Yeah, I agree with Paul too, Tito. If 250, it should be able to make me 6 carne asada tacos in the Agua Fresca. Well, I mean, shoot, man. If I'm ever in your town, we can go get that. We can go get that, no problem. Shoot, man. Because that's a lot of money, bro. It is a lot of money. And people who, I ain't gonna say people, but a lot of YouTubers who say a certain amount of money on the phone, what can you expect? But then at the same time they say a phone costs around that much to make. It's like, okay, um, you're saying two different things, bro. But agreed. Pop Sugar here. He says, do you have any interest in phones that can be hooked up to a monitor and keyboard from a desktop experience like Samsung decks? Any interest? Um, hmm. I would say I'm not like close to the idea of it. I'm not close to it at all. I would actually consider it. But is it like one of those things where I'm like actually in the market for it? Not really. But if it, if the opportunity presents itself and I see how, eh, excuse me, if the opportunity presented itself and I see how it's beneficial to me and like what I'm doing here, yeah, absolutely. Like I think the Huawei Mate 10 Pro had that feature where you can use it as the computer and you can cast it to your monitor or whatever, and that can be basically your computer there, or you can just run the phone on the actual big screen. So I think it's cool. Like I think the Razer phone, right? The Razer, yeah, the Razer phone. I think that's actually another OEM that did it as well. You can actually put it inside of I forget what it was called, Project something, but I think you can actually put it in the computer or the laptop, and it would use that phone as the actual computer itself. I think I could be wrong on that, but I remember seeing it. I think MKBHD talked about it. But yeah, I would I can consider it, but is it like on my priority list? Nah, it's not. So thanks for that question, Rob. It says I'm hoping OEMs push towards phones being able to dock to use them as a home PC type. Ubuntu is a capable OS and even Chrome OS. Yeah, if like in the future, I think that's gonna have it's gonna have to be something that's looked at by all OEMs. Only because phones are getting really powerful. Like my phone, like when you really think about it, my phone right now, my G5 Plus here, well, it's upstairs right now, but it technically is more powerful than my computer. So phones are getting they're getting extremely powerful to the point where the average laptop can't even keep up with it. If you're being honest, it can't. You just can't. So it's something that's gotta have to be looked into. I think it's gonna have to be mandatory pretty soon. Like the same way, you know how the same way a lot of phones can connect to the Google Chromecast or HDMI cables can connect to the TV. Pretty soon, they gotta be able to connect to monitors. Like it's gonna have to be a standard feature. I think that's a good possibility that will happen. Hold on one second. So I do appreciate everybody coming in this chat here. I got 8 likes in this video, so I appreciate that. But I just felt it was time to do a live stream here, man. Because I had some things I had to get off my chest. I was gonna do like a regular video, but nah, I had to get this off my chest. Okay, is there a couple other things I'm going to talk about? I'm trying to see here because let's see. Yeah, dude. Let me ask you this: Are y'all getting? Let me bring the camera a little closer. Are y'all getting tired of these leaks? Like, do y'all get annoyed with seeing a lot of leaks, man? Because I'm starting to get annoyed with seeing leaks. Because sometimes I just rather like have the element of surprise, and there is none of that that exists anymore. And that's in all aspects of entertainment in general, like movies, TV shows. It's almost like you're getting spoilers for phones that are coming out, and it's not fun anymore when you see it actually announced. Like so, for example, right? We knew what the iPhone 10 looked like before, like months before it came out, and why is that cool to people? It's like a movie. It's like when a movie I almost said a movie company. It's like when a studio, right? Let's say Lionsgate or Marvel and whatever, right? It spoils the excitement. Exactly, man. It's like they release a trailer and the trailer shows you the whole entire movie. And you're like, okay, looks pretty good. And then you go see the movie. Everything that was best about the movies in a goddamn trailer. So it's like, are you really that excited anymore? I'm getting really tired of leaks, man. It's almost like the excitement, like Tito said, is missing in everything now, man. It really is. Speaking of which, I gotta go see Eight Man and Watch. I have to go see that. That's a must. But I'm getting ready to finish Luke Cage, and like I said, man, I'm thinking about making a video about that because I got some stuff I gotta say. Bushmaster. Bushmaster. For my mother. Let me stop. It says here, my perfect phone will have 256 gigabytes of storage, 6 gigs of RAM, 18 by 9 display, full HD, the latest Android version. Skin it from Terminator as my AI assistant. Oh my gosh. Okay, that would be your AI assistant. And if you got that as your AI assistant, I'll probably have. Um, Let me see. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good AI assistant, man. Hold on, let me see 1 second. Who would I have in my AI assistant? Oh, my AI assistant would be Alfred from Batman. How about that one? Okay, I would have. I'll probably do 256 as well. I'll probably do 6 gigs of RAM. I would love the 18 by 9. As long as it has full HD, I'm cool with that too. I always have the access to the latest versions of Android, and I'll have Alfred from Batman as my AI assistant. I think that'd be funny because he'll call me. He'd be like, Max Rock, sir, would you like your coffee? I can't do an accent. I'm terrible at that. Yeah, so as Simon says, I don't mind leaks because I can't afford those phones anyway. I wish low end phones would get leaked. You got a good point, man. You got a good point. If low end phones got leaked, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Like, yo, we got the new Stylo 4 Plus. Oh snap! It got the titanium. Cause think about what they doing. Think about what they doing, bro. Think about what they doing. Oh, it got the new titanium stylus pen. Ooh, oh snap! Oh snap! The camera is 13 megapixels now. It's not 12 no more. Oh snap! Oh, it don't have the same metal trim from last year. It got aluminum. That's pretty much how I look at leaks, man. I'm like, yo, I get it. You gotta get your money, man. You gotta get these clicks on this website because I'm the one that's clicking. But it's like sometimes you click on me, be like, yo, this was like 2 paragraphs of just pure like speculation. Like it's not even like official. It's just speculation. You don't know for sure. And they say, oh, it's a trusted source. I'm pretty sure it's a trusted source, you know, but don't mean it's official, bro. Like you, it's trusted to you. So this is dope. This is I would love to partner with OEM to consult building a great budget phone. That would be awesome to do. Yeah, if that was if that was an option there, that'd be kind of cool. Because if you can make the perfect, that's a good question, man. If you can make the perfect budget phone, like what would it be like? Let's keep it to like a few categories here. Does the build matter? Um, this the software has to matter. That's not even like a debate. The software has to matter. We need the latest software only because if new features come out and you're not able to get them, like it's different when you're not able to get them in the software versus. Hold on, what I'm trying to say, it's different when you're not able to get it with software versus you having hardware that's not capable of doing it. It's different. So like that picture in picture should be a feature. I think it's gonna be a feature that all phones can get it, but it just sucks, man. Because when you see like all these new all these new softwares, right? Like for example, Android 9 or not Android 9. Jesus Christ, Android P. Um, it just sucks that not every phone can get it. It really sucks. And some things that I can do on my phone, like I know people who still have Marshmallow, and I just be thinking to myself like, dang man, you don't even know that you can do like reply for notification bar. Like, dang, you can't even do that with that phone. It sucks, yo. But software it has to be the latest software. But does build matter? Does the hardware matter necessarily? And the pricing has to be good as well. So what can we do as far as making a perfect budget phone, quote unquote, where the vast majority of people will like it and can afford it? So I'll say, should we stay at 200 to 250 and see if we can challenge Samsung? See what we can put in the phone? I think that'd be kind of interesting, man. Because think about it, we don't got to use the latest Snapdragon CPUs or the latest, you know, What is the Kirin? What are the Huawei CPUs called? The Kirins. We don't got to use the latest MediaTeks, the P10s or the P20s, whatever they are. We can use chips from last year. I think that's what a lot of. I think that's what some companies actually do. They use chips from the years previous because it's at a cheaper price, and the phone is still very capable. So it's possible, man. That'd be kind of interesting. Hmm. I wonder. Because has there ever been a budget phone under $200 that has 64 gigs of storage? Hmm. Build quality, I'm good with aluminum body, full HD display, the latest OS, 32 gigabytes of storage, 2 to 3 gigs of RAM, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 8 megapixel selfie cam, and a 60 megapixel main cam, MediaTek 6755 octa-core, 1.8 gigahertz. Okay, and so, Tito, what would you price that phone at? Because I'm looking at it here. Let me see. So, aluminum, HD, latest OS, 32 gigs of storage, 50 gigs of RAM, 5,000 megawatt battery, 8 megapixel selfie, 60 megapixel. I'm saying if I got to guess here, I would say that would probably be. Before I look at your comment, let me see. I would say 225 to 250. Okay, 199. It can still go for that price. Because that's a really good phone, man. That's a really good phone. And if the cameras and everything actually perform really well, okay, let me ask you this: Would you come out with a plus version and that version? Like, would that be the plus version, right? Because you know how these OEMs are now, man. Would you come out with a plus version, and would that be the plus version? And the regular version would have not as big as a battery and a little bit lower rated in the cameras. Well, I think that's interesting. That made it a little bit more interesting because that's what pretty much Motorola does. Okay, yes, 199. The plus would be 229. Oh, okay. See, and if that phone was to come out at that price, everybody buying that, bro. Everybody. I mean, shoot, that's a lot of bang for your buck. You get an octa-core, 1.8 gigahertz. You get a 16 megapixel main, 8 megapixel in the front. You get a huge battery. You get a full HD display and an aluminum body with 32 gigs of internal storage. Do we get the SD card, bro? You get the SD card slot. I think pre-owned flagships are going to overtake budget phones. Look at Boost phone lineup. The majority are used iPhones and Galaxies. Yeah, because the reason why they have so many used Galaxies and iPhones is because people usually trade their phones in. Oh yeah, SD card, of course. Yeah, man, that SD card is a must-have for me. Only because I got a lot of music and I record so many videos. Like, you know what I'm talking about, man. I record a lot of videos, man. So I need that extra space because the last thing I need to worry about. Because remember back in the days when you had a phone with 16 gigs internal storage or 8 gigs, oh my god, 8 gigs internal storage and no SD. I don't even think about that, man. Such sad days. Yeah, man. That's Pop Trigger. You said you think pre-owned flagships are going to take budget phones because if you look at Boost phones lineup, the majority are used iPhones, Galaxies. Yeah, what happens is a lot of the time they end up people usually end up selling their phones to the companies here, like the carriers, and you end up training that phone in for a newer Galaxy or a newer iPhone. And so what happens is those phones are just sitting there collecting dust, and they got to get rid of them, and you sell them at a very very cheap price because well, when they're refurbished, they give you X amount of dollars for it, which is they don't usually give you what the phone is actually worth. They tell you what it is worth. They give you a fair market value, and because I used to work for a as a retention specialist, and they had this thing called the fair market value, and they would say the phone's worth this, but you can probably sell it yourself for more. But they'll give you a certain price, and end up selling the phone themselves. So they end up having all these flagships or all these very popular phones, and they probably use them sometimes for parts. They refurbish them, make them better, but that's why they have a lot of them. That's why. And would I get one? I don't know. Buying a refurbished phone is kind of risky. It is risky, especially coming from a carrier. But if you're getting it from like OfferUp or something like that, you kind of know what you're getting into. But when it comes from a carrier, man, you gotta be careful because they'll tell you like, oh, insurance. This. Oh, nah, you knew what you were doing buying this phone. This is a hell of a headache. But SD card, of course. Back in the days, we still only get 16 gigs of storage. Yeah. We still only get 16 gigs of storage, right? But that adaptable feature in the SD card, it changed the game, man. It really did change the game. But at the same time, it can slow your phone down. I noticed that it slows your phone down a little bit too. Hold on, Sarah. Apps are getting bigger in size, so storage got to go up. Yeah, when apps getting bigger in size, storage has to go up. One thing I can say about iOS though, man, those apps are huge. I'm talking like hundreds of megabytes for simple shit. And I'm trying not to curse, man, but I remember seeing the Google app, the Google search app. I think that shit was like 250 megs. I'm thinking to myself, why is this app so goddamn big? It's just a simple little Google search app or the Google app, and then I'll see what Twitch will be like 200 megabytes. I'm like, yo, no wonder people run out of space on their iPhones. These apps are huge, but but apps getting big, man. The storage has to go up. Period. That's what Apple did. Sprint fair market value is idiotic. I would go on record and say, yeah, it was kind of messed up, man. They it was shady. It was on some GameStop stuff. They would tell you like, yo, you know, it's the most of what you'll get out here. So you telling me if I give you an S7 right now, it's only worth $85, bro? That's what you telling me, and it's unlocked. Okay, they will buy back an iPhone 7 for $100 refurbished and sell it for 300. Heck yeah, yo, they was on some GameStop, bro. They was on that GameStop stuff, man. And we all know how GameStop is, cause I'm a low key gamer, and I used to be in GameStop all the time, bro. And when I say you go in there and get a game, you know, you do what you got to do. You play the game, you beat it. You don't want to necessarily take it back, but you understand you're gonna get rid of it and get something else, cause you don't want to be in the hole like $120 or $200, right? You get up in there, they tell you like, yo, we can give you like 15. 15, right? But it's a shady business practice, man. But all the companies do it, man. All of them do it, and they get people, man. They will get you. You can get a lot more information from your phone if you show it yourself versus what an OEM is going to give you, because they give you whatever they're going to give you. They're going to turn around and sell it for at least 3 or 4 times the price of what they gave you, man. They're going to make that bread, bro. So you better off just keeping it, because after a certain point, you can get the phone unlocked. I think when you fully pay for it, yeah, you was able to get it unlocked. I unlocked so many phones people on Sprint, and it's only because, like, in the terms and agreement, they technically were eligible to get it unlocked, and so you couldn't really tell them no, but they still wanted you to tell them no. Oh man, poor Sprint, poor Sprint. I feel so bad. Say your phone's on Swapper's site, you'll get more for it. Swapper's a legit site. Yeah, it is. It's legit. But yo, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off here, man, because I kind of want to go get a bite. I'm thinking about going to get a bite. I'm gonna see my girl wants something. I'm gonna see. She's upstairs right now. So I do appreciate everybody coming in the stream here. So I'm about to give a shout out to Piper. Or I said Piper. I keep saying Piper. I'm gonna give a shout out to Pop Sugar. I'm gonna say shout out to Tito here for coming in. I appreciate the support, bro. I'm gonna hit you up about something later, man. I think I want to talk about something with you. So stay on the lookout. Shout out to Paul Tech for coming through. Let me see. I'm gonna get all the names in here because it's only the right thing to do here. And let's see. Let's see to say. All right, bro. Take it easy. Good show. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But shout out to Tito. Shout out to Paul Tech. Shout out to Pop Trigger. Thank you, Pop Trigger, for coming in. Let's see here. There's more names. Gotta get to the top. Dang, this phone is on fire right now. Not literally. Hold on. Jeez. Okay. Shout out to Chef. Okay, I answered that earlier. I was about to feel bad because I was like, I saw a question and I didn't get to it, but I answered this one here. So shout out to Chef for coming through. Shout out to Henry. Shout out to Kia. Let's see here. Shout out to all the people that came in here, fellow from Spain. Yo, he was in Spain, bro. I appreciate that. and it was one more, Naruto. So Naruto, I want to thank the Okage for coming in here, man, because I don't want no smoke. But I'm down with the Uchihas, bro. I'm with Sasuke, bro. I'm just playing. But peace out, y'all. Thank you for coming to the stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.